Pokémon Legends Arceus is a game most of, if not all, Pokémon fans have heard of at this point. Even after the announcements of Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, its popularity has still stayed intact thanks to the new mechanics and changes to the normal Pokémon formula, which were a welcoming addition. But we're not here to talk about whether the game is fantastic or not. Today, we're here to simply discuss if I think the game is fantastic or not. Wait a minute. Anyways, as of the time of filming this, I've managed to complete the main story of the game and currently only have to finish the post-game. So today, I'll be going over 3 key topics that both did and didn't affect my experience playing the game. These 3 topics will be gameplay, graphics, and story. With that said, let's begin. Despite it being on here, I don't entirely care for the graphics, so let's just get that one out of the way. As we all know, the graphics for the game aren't that great. The scenery isn't very appealing, the world looks unpolished, and overall, there are just several parts of the game that just don't look right. But despite that, I don't think they look that bad. Yes, they look choppy, but if I was told we'd be put in a time where the land mostly belongs to the Pokemon, what we got wasn't too far off. A little unpolished, sure, but not unbelievable. All in all, I don't think I really have any issues with them, and was able to play the game without any problems. On a side note, people are always talking about how voice acting should be added to Pokemon games. While I don't disagree, there are several issues that would come with that. One major one being that we wouldn't be able to name the character, since that would require either the voice actors having to say the names of millions of different people, or your character would have to always be referred to as a him or her. While most people would be willing to make that sacrifice, for me, it would just kind of take away from the experience a bit. Speaking of voice acting, maybe this sounds like a dumb argument, but there is technically voice acting. Allow me to provide some examples. Moving past that, let's talk about the next factor, which is the gameplay. For the last 20 years, Pokemon games have always had the same style of gameplay. You go around, catch Pokemon that you run into while in some tall grass, you catch them, and you grow a strong team to take on whatever challenges the game presents you with. The way you battle has also always been the same, with it being turn-based with each character taking turns attacking one another. Legends Arceus, however, has completely flipped this whole style on its head. Now, rather than just running up to a Pokemon and challenging them to a battle in an attempt to catch them, there are multiple different strategies you can try. You could sneak up and try to hit the Pokemon from afar, get close and challenge them to a battle, or maybe combine the two and challenge a Pokemon to a battle and not even attempt fighting them as you just sling Pokeball after Pokeball at them. The battle mechanics have also been changed considerably with how several Pokemon can take you on at once, attack multiple times, and if you provoke a wild Pokemon, they might attack you and attempt to hurt you. Like many Pokemon fans, I found these changes to be a breath of fresh air. While they also made a few changes I didn't really care for, like manual evolution and manual move changes, a lot of people like those features, and they don't really bother me too much, so I can still enjoy the game pretty much the same. All in all, I really like this system, and I really hope the Pokemon Company continues with this type of gameplay, since this has been the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game since the first time I played Pokemon Y, which was my first Pokemon game ever. Thankfully, it looks like Scarlet and Violet will be continuing this formula, and I look forward to seeing where Pokemon goes from here. All in all, I think the gameplay was one of the best parts of this game, and I think it definitely made the whole thing a blast to play. With that out of the way, it's time to talk about the last topic, the story. This one might be the least important to a lot of people since Pokemon games are most commonly known for their weak stories and empty characters who just egg on the protagonist to move forward or act as the villains of the story. And after the horrible storytelling in Sword and Shield, I didn't really know what to expect from this game's story. All in all though, I actually don't think it's that bad. It's not some crazy dramatic story that would be remembered for ages, but I don't think there were any issues with it. It works for the type of story the people of the Pokemon Company were trying to tell, and I put it on the same level that I enjoyed the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon stories, which I thought were good, but could have been better. The sad truth of it is that since Pokemon is aimed at kids, they can't really go out and tell some god-tier story because it would require taking risks that aren't something they'd be willing to take if it meant ruining their child-friendly image. But in the end, that's just how it is. Moving past that, I just think Legends Arceus as a whole is just a great game. Probably my favorite in the entire series. Yes, it has issues here and there, but it's still the best Pokemon experience I've ever had, and while I look forward to what Game Freak and the Pokemon Company have in store next, I hope they learn to grow and adjust. Will they? Probably not, but with Legends Arceus being a step in the right direction, as well as how good Scarlet and Violet, despite the weird looking protagonist that I can't really get behind, looks, I still have hopes for even better Pokemon games in the future. With that said, I definitely give Arceus a solid 9 out of 10. Definitely worth the $60, and I don't see myself quitting the game anytime soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, let me know since I want to do more game reviews like this in the future. I'm also thinking of attempting to do a second playthrough of Legends Arceus for the channel if this video reaches at least 5 likes, so if you want to see that, then make sure to like and subscribe. Well, that's all I've got for you today, so once again, thank you all for watching and I'll see you all around. Peace!